Concerns about safety around the downtown canal tonight after 4 women were wounded in a shooting. Welcome to Channel 13 here at 10 o'clock. Felicia and I are with you as we always are here at the on the weeknights. Tonight we're going to be talking also about roundabouts as well.
Yes, we're going to cover a lot, but I think a lot of people reacting to just the news of downtown. And, you know, I know a lot of people who are outside of Marion County, outside of Indianapolis, wondering what to expect. What do they need to know?
Yeah, a friend of the show, Rachel Krause, is following that story for us. She'll have that coming up in just a moment. But let us know what you think about the safety of downtown Indianapolis. Do you feel comfortable coming to the downtown area? Do you feel comfortable being around the downtown canal? Let us know tonight in the comment section. But let's begin as we always do here at 10 o'clock with the weather. And boy, it was hot and humid today, wasn't it?
So hot, so humid, record-tying heat.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
yes. And actually, for the first time this season, brought out the heat index map, which we were feeling like middle and upper 90s, although officially coming in at 89 this afternoon, which ties the record, long-standing record, set back in 1896. Of 89, long-standing, no, 120 some years.
Understatement.
It's been a long time since we've been this warm on this date. Again, officially 89. We're still in the upper 70s, close to 80, currently 79 Indianapolis, Greencastle, 78 Terre Haute, 77 Columbus. Some somewhat milder air approaching. This is interesting from the east. Typically, we track our weather systems west to east, but this is kind of what we call backdoor cold front that's sliding in from the east. It's going to bring a wind direction change. In fact, the wind's already changing direction, and that's really going to help bring the humidity levels down. So you're going to feel a little bit different tomorrow. Not quite as hot, not quite as humid. 64 degrees at 8 a.m., 78 at noon, and highs tomorrow in the mid-80s. So if you thought today was kind of stuffy, it's not going to be quite stuffy tomorrow.
You and I were talking about on the news today, we wish that spring weather lasted a little longer than just like a day here, a day there, right?
Yeah, I am definitely on team. This was way too hot, way too early.
Yeah, how do you feel about that?
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I got a
No, you like the
technical...
heat?
Love the heat.
Yeah.
I was like a little lizard out in the sun today.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. Wait, I have a technical weather question. So
Shoot.
when you said a backdoor cold front, well, how cold? Because that didn't look that cold.
It's not that cold. So instead of our dew points being close to 70, the dew point temperatures will be more like the 50s and low 60s. So we're going to see the drop more so in the dew point than we are the actual temperature.
And that's a good thing when the dew points are low. We don't feel the muggy meter, right?
Right, muggy meter 65. Any dew point at 65 or higher is considered sticky, uncomfortable.
Okay.
So we're going to be much better in that category.
Okay.
Thanks to the
I love
backdoor
when you
gold front.
science out on me.
Science out.
Science out.
All right, let's talk about the downtown canal story. Rachel is in with us tonight. You've been down there on the canal, and we're almost 24 hours after the shooting took place. Update us with what happened last night for people that may not have heard about it and how people are feeling down there.
Yeah, so for folks who aren't familiar with it, about 12:30 last night, shots were fired down by the canal, kind of by West St. Clair Street. And IMPD bike patrol officers who were in the area heard those shots fired and were able to find 4 victims. 3 adult women and 1 17-year-old woman were found. They were injured. We're being told that they are in good condition, but of course a lot of concerns. From what we know from IMPD, they are still searching for the suspects, for the shooters, trying to figure out what happened. Now, the good news is they have a lot of surveillance camera footage, including this photo IMPD released earlier this afternoon. This is taken from a B-Link camera system, which is a public-private partnership that they work with different businesses and personal camera systems in the area along the canal. And they say that these people are believed to have been in the area, potentially suspects in that shooting. So anyone with any information is asked to contact IMPD or Crime Stoppers. It's giving a lot of people in the area pretty weird sense of unease. Earlier today, there were a lot of people out by the canal, just absolutely packed with the sunshine earlier this afternoon, but people were really uneasy. A lot of people who had heard about the shooting or just don't feel comfortable in general being out there now, not really sure what to do when the sun goes down. So when we were out there earlier this evening, we watched crews putting out signs from the B-Link camera systems saying IMPD can access the live stream from this camera. And they're hopeful that this will be able to help deter people from committing crimes down by the canal, because they'll know that they're going to be caught on camera by letting folks know ahead of time. So scary situation for a lot of folks down by the canal. I know I live down by the canal,
Right.
so definitely a little nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
folks just really want to make sure that they're taking care, and police do say that they are increasing patrols down in the area. They say that the canal and downtown are still safe even after this quadruple shooting.
Last we heard, the 4 victims were in good condition.
Yes, that's what we're being told by IMPD. Good condition, and of course hoping for a speedy recovery there.
Right, okay. How do you feel about roundabouts, ladies? Like them?
I'm not a fan.
Not a fan?
I'm
Ooh,
not a fan.
Why aren't
I'm
you
not a fan. You know, I'm from Chicago. We don't really have those. And I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Carmel has way too many.
Really? Okay, well, Carmel does have
Yeah, quite a few.
quite a few. And today, comedian Dave Dugan was out there today. He does this quite a bit. He does lots of fundraising for a cancer organization here in Indiana. He decided that he wanted to go ahead and try to break the world record for time spent in a roundabout, and Dave got it done. He drove 1,001 laps around this roundabout. This is the Jackson Circle along Horseferry Road. The old record belonged to a man from Australia.
So we've sped it up here because we don't have all day.
But Dave apparently did.
He did for a good cause.
Right.
So that
And a
was
good
what's
joke.
really cool. Right. I really, you guys know I had a lot of questions about this. I want to know what he's thinking about. And you know how your car kind of, well, I guess it depends on how fast you're going, but
Yeah.
you know how your car kind of leans to the side?
Yeah.
I guess that's indicative of how fast I'm going around the roundabout.
Yeah, you should not be leaning.
Well, apparently he did 700 laps back in 2018.
Oh my gosh.
So here he is, and he broke the record, and we talked to him after he did it.
Going to beat the Aussies. I mean, I love them. You know, they gave us the Outback Steakhouse and Wallabies and, I don't know, Crocodile Dundee. But anyway, I'm going to try to beat that record today.
And he did.
So he spent 4 hours and 29 minutes. Again, 1,000 laps around that, around that roundabout, all for a good cause. He's raising money for Cancer Support Community. That's the organization providing support and resources to cancer patients across the state of Indiana. And its annual Laughing Matters fundraiser with Colin Jost is Saturday, June 4th. In fact, Felicia and I are emceeing that event, and Dave is always a big supporter of that organization. But boy, there he is, just going round and round and round and
Round and round
Did
we
he go until he ran out of gas?
Right.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
You were
These are
kind of
all-
wondering about food,
These are all good
the
questions.
bathroom.
Bathroom.
You know, was he on
It
the
was
phone?
only 4 hours, right?
What's your water intake?
4 hours, but
Right.
it was hot out.
It was hot. He had his window down.
What music did he listen to?
He probably listened to quite a bit of music.
Who did he call on the phone?
Well, and he didn't have to yield because he was in the roundabout,
Good
and you have
point.
to yield to everyone in the roundabout.
Yeah.
So once you're in the roundabout, you can go and go and go, not have to yield to anybody.
And you know what? We have live team coverage of roundabouts tonight because 10 years ago I went to
Wait,
England
what?
and did a story about roundabouts because they've got a Roundabout Appreciation Society, and here's that story. Check it out.
Hey, look, kids. There's Big Ben and there's Parliament.
Chevy Chase made the roundabout funny.
Can't seem to get over to the left, honey. It's amazing. I cannot get left.
But when you drive in London, there's nothing funny about it. Remember, you're on the wrong side of the road and driving from the passenger side of the car.
Okay, concentrate now, focus.
Vehicles merge from the other direction.
So as you pull up to the roundabout, you give way to the right.
Here, we're going to navigate that accordingly.
But there's a man in England who loves steering around these traffic circles.
An oasis on a sea of asphalt.
Kevin Beresford is the president of the UK Roundabout Appreciation Society. Total membership, 29.
You can put anything on a roundabout. I've seen fountains, statues, cinemas, pubs, churches. Don't get me started here.
He takes photos of roundabouts and puts the best ones in his annual Best of British Roundabouts calendar.
What we didn't realise is how popular that would become. And it's sold literally worldwide.
We drove around hundreds of roundabouts during our 2-week trip, including visiting the Magic Roundabout in Swindon.
We actually come on day trips here to experience the White Knuckle Ride.
This one combines a huge roundabout in the center and 5 smaller ones spinning cars in different directions. It can be so confusing, even locals get mixed up.
Yeah, those roundabouts go around in a anti-clockwise route. direction. No, that's wrong. Clockwise, isn't it?
So best just to pick a direction and hold on.
That's it. Hold on for dear life. Choose your direction and hope everybody's doing the same thing.
Beresford wonders why anyone would prefer a traffic signal to a roundabout.
You're on the steering wheel just tapping your fingers, waiting for those blinking lights to change. Come on, you can see here. The traffic's just flowing, yeah?
For Brits, there is only one direction to travel, around and around and around.
All right, so Felicia, are you now
Change your mind?
changing your mind about roundabouts?
Yeah, if someone's going to drive through them for me. If I got to keep being the one, oh, no.
So you really prefer the whole stoplight thing?
Yes, because it's black and white. I know what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
I know what other people are doing,
Yeah.
and there's no gray area. There's a lot of gray area with the roundabout.
All right. How do you feel about roundabouts or stoplights?
I think they keep traffic moving, so
Yeah.
I'm a roundabout fan.
Yeah.
Big
Rachel?
fan. Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. We're going to get you, we're going to bring you over to the roundabout side of things.
The dark
at some
side.
point, Felicia.
The dark side.
You got to make a 180 through the roundabout.
All
The other
right.
side.
Right. All right. Last look at weather.
It's not going to be as hot or as humid tomorrow, so temperatures in the 60s to start. We'll be in the upper 70s midday and mid 80s for highs tomorrow. Plenty of sunshine.
How do you feel about that weather?
I'll
That's
take
good.
it.
You good?
Yes.
Rachel, you good?
Oh, I'm going to miss the heat a little.
It's going to be so warm, it's just not going to be sticky.
I just don't like cold weather. If I can avoid cold weather, I'll be okay.
Okay, I think we
are
moved
done
past
with the
that.
cold.
Oh, I hope so. Not on glass.
You say that.
Thanks so much for
that.
joining us. We're with you every weeknight, 10 o'clock. We'll see you over on 13 at 11. Good night.